as the world's only golden core jet black dragon. Upon awakening, I found myself pinned to the bottom of a well by 8 iron chains. Not only had my supreme cultivation been drained to less than 1/10, my remaining lifespan was a pitiful 32 days. Just as I thought I was going to die miserably, at the bottom of a stinking ditch, a pale blue luminous screen suddenly popped up before my eyes. The system told me that as long as I activated the life simulation, I could survive. Without hesitation, I clicked start, but the very first line that appeared on the screen left me instantly dumbstruck. Day 1, you are trapped in the ancient well, struggling desperately. Day 14, you are still struggling. Day 19, your body collapses. You fall. Day 20, you are dead. I, a being of myth and legend, had literally exhausted myself to death. I scanned the 3 reward options, survival experience or the claw of a Jiaolong. I rejected both outright, and decisively chose the Day 20, physical constitution reward. A warm current instantly coursed through me. The parched muscles throughout my body surged with a thread of energy. My stamina was restored. I eagerly launched the second simulation. Day 31, you are still struggling. Day 32, your lifespan runs out. Just before death, you hear human voices outside the well. Select survival experience. A torrent of memories instantly floods my mind. I make out the conversation between those 2 humans. This is the Suolong Well, the place where the great Ming's black child Xiang Yaoguang suppressed the evil dragon. So it turns out I am that evil dragon. Breaking out of this deadlock from the inside is utterly impossible. I must attract attention from the outside world. Launch the 3rd simulation. Day 6, you thrash about wildly. Your body is wounded. Black miasma spreads. The aura of the well water deteriorates drastically. Day 10, the foul aura draws humans. The chains are pulled. Day 13, you are hauled out of the well. The sunlight blinds you. Firearms are trained on you. You break free of your restraints. Your power surges. Heaven suddenly sends down divine lightning that pierces through your life. Life reset to 0. Achievement unlocked. A caged dragon ascends to heaven. System notification due to frenzied rampage. Extract the achievement reward. 100 years of cultivation is instantly infused. White light merges into my 8 to 9 meter body. The feeling of powerlessness vanishes entirely. A violent surge of power reawakens within my body. With a single thought, the well water moves at my command like an arm 10 feet long. This is the true power of a Jiaolong. My body violently rolls over. The thick iron chains shatter inch by inch like paper rolls. The barbed hooks piercing through my blood and flesh are forced out one by one. I break free completely, but I dare not emerge from the well. The moment I surface, I'll be targeted by the heavenly execution. I must lie low. The next day simulation points refresh. Day 3. You emerge from the well under cover of night and make eye contact with a human. Heavenly execution descends. Life reset to 0. Why am I struck down again? I lurk at the bottom of the well, racking my brain with no answer. Then voices suddenly drift down from above. There really is something moving around in this well. Experts all said it was fake though. I extend my massive dragon head to one side and listen carefully. An elder said they had seen a dragon before, but every time it appeared, it was being struck by lightning. A dragon must not be seen by humans. If seen by humans, divine punishment is certain. My mind suddenly opened wide. So that is this damned rule. The next day's simulation begins. Day 7. Torrential rain. Using the rain as cover, you burst out of the well undetected. No one notices. You head south the whole way and reach the primeval forest. You claim a lake as your territory. Day 57. The energy of heaven and earth shifts strangely. An unknown substance appears in the air. Your emotions gradually spiral out of control. Day 66, you go completely berserk. You burst out of the forest and launch indiscriminate attacks. The moment that day arrives, a black shadow flickers past. Consciousness is instantly severed. Profound constitution reward. Another 100 years of cultivation stacks on. I must uncover the full truth. Next simulation. After 23 hours of hesitation, you emerge from the well and arrive at the forest lake. Day 52, you comprehend the heavenly gift, controlling water and wind, merging into stir-up winds and waves. Day 65, you lose control again. A black shadow flickers past. You are one-shot killed. That mangy feathered bird again. I grip my back teeth and select the talent reward. A flood of information pours in. Stir-up winds and waves fully take shape. My mind suddenly becomes clear. Now is the time. I will truly emerge from the well. I take a deep breath and open my jaws wide and let out a roar that shakes the heavens. Talent activates. Dark clouds instantly blanket the sky. Howling gales rage. Torrential rain pours down. Within 30 li in every direction, the land becomes a waterlogged realm. I soar into the sky. Using the downpour as cover, I shoot straight up into the clouds, racing southward at full speed. At the end of the horizon, the primeval forest comes into view. My massive body crashes thunderously into the sea of trees. Giant trees snap and splinter. Wood chips fly in every direction. 100 beasts scatter in terror. I make straight for the water source and lock onto a 5-meter giant serpent lurking at the lake bottom. I unleash overwhelming force. The great serpent's vitality collapses, displacing the original occupant. I become the new overlord. I must hunt relentlessly and convert kills into simulation points. I lock onto a wild boar drinking at the shore and surge forward. The water surface explodes in crashing waves. My tail sweeps sideways, wrapping tight around the target. I lock my grip around its throat. The boar stops struggling. I drag it to the bottom. Energy devoured. 2 simulation points gained. I repeat the same method and drag 1 large and 1 small boar into the water again, but the system notification leaves me stunned. Gain 0.001 points. For the same species of creature, only the first devouring gives full points. This stingy system is absolutely ridiculous. To earn more points, I must expand my diet. Next day's simulation begins. Day 9. You follow the tide and discover an ancient tree at the forest's edge. Day 12. The ancient tree sprouts a flower bud. Fierce beasts from within 100 li all converge on it. Even spotted deer come rushing to deliver themselves. Day 14. A silver fruit is born. A twin-winged fierce tiger dominates the scene. You appear out of nowhere. You strike down the fierce tiger and devour the fruit. Your single horn sheds and 2 legs grow in its place. Your body size surges dramatically. Day 56. You comprehend the talent. Summon wind and rain. Day 57. Heaven and earth change drastically. You are unaffected. Day 66. A blood moon hangs in the sky. You are summoned and lifted into the air. A black shadow flickers past. You are one-shot killed once again. Mangy feathered bird. Just you wait. Select talent reward. Summon wind and rain merges into my soul. The inherited racial memories unlock along with it. Hundreds of years ago, the Jiao Long's cave stretched 100 meters deep. During the Hongwu era of the Great Ming, Liu Bowen severed all 99 dragon veins. The dragon clan's vital essence was cut off entirely. No wonder I'm so weakened. An overwhelming tide of hatred surges in the depths of my heart. Continue simulation exploration. Day 28. You explore the Great Mountains and chance upon humans out for leisure. Heavenly execution descends. Life reset to 0. Profound constitution reward breaks. Warm current wildly surges through the lake bottom, and terrifying whirlpool explodes open. My 8 to 9 meter body swells explosively in the wind. Bones crack and resound. Scales reassemble. A 30-meter form bursts into existence. Eyes as wide as water vats. 4 limbs planted with tremendous force. An overwhelmingly terrifying divine pressure sweeps through the entire water territory. Thousands of aquatic creatures tremble uncontrollably. Chorus, I burst out of the water's surface and lock onto the flocks of sheep on the shore. They are completely paralyzed by my divine pressure. Even their survival instinct to flee is stripped from them. I devour them mercilessly, harvesting kills at a frenzied pace. Simulation points balance soars to 32. I sink back to the lake bottom and lightly scroll through the prey species list. A giant crane 2 or 3 meters long comes into view. A species I've never seen before. Just as I'm about to open my jaws, it shoots out of the water like a submarine and vanishes without a trace within seconds. It runs even faster than I do. Launch simulation. Dive to the lake bottom. Day 13. You overturn the forest and rescue an old tortoise from a hidden cave. He speaks in human tongue, begging to submit. Day 15. You are knocked down by a human machine. Heavenly execution descends. Life reset to 0. Select experience reward. Cave coordinates obtained. My body moves like lightning straight toward the hidden underwater cave. My gaping maw presses directly against the tortoise shell. Dragon Lord, spare my life. The old tortoise is scared completely out of his wits. He can indeed communicate. Submit to me, and I'll spare your life. The old tortoise nods frantically. The tortoise chancellor has taken his post. Continue simulation. The old tortoise administers the aquatic subjects. You go ashore to explore the Great Mountains. The old tortoise frantically signals you to stop. Desperately urges you not to go. You are persuaded and decide to lie low. Day 55. Heaven and earth shift drastically. The old tortoise actually relies on his fear of you to forcibly suppress his own loss of control. Day 76. A 9-tailed fox arrives and furiously berates you for not responding to the Kunlun Demon Order. The fox flies into a rage and launches an attack. You fight back despite your injuries. The water territory changes color. A black shadow flickers past. You and the fox are both killed. Profound constitution reward breaks. Cultivation soars to nearly 2,000 years. I stare fixedly at the simulation panel. The Kunlun Demon Order. The 9-tailed fox. 60 days from now, the world descends into complete chaos. But this old tortoise turns out to be even more of a coward than I am. He managed to lead me astray for a full several dozen days. I snap my head around. My 30-meter massive form drifts slowly through the water. Dark undercurrents surge beneath the surface. My crimson eyes lock dead onto the old tortoise making his rounds among the aquatic subjects. An aura of extreme danger instantly seals off the entire area. Now I want to see just what staggering secrets this insufferably cunning 1,000-year-old tortoise is still hiding.